it's Angie and I'm back, and as y'all know, it is Red Cup Friday. Y'all already know what type of time I'm on. I am in a more relaxed position, okay? I had to find my little sweet spot because y'all working at that desk, the desk that I work from, yeah, that's just, it's not the most comfortable, girl, because y'all know we got to get real comfortable with these topics. So today we have a really serious, critical topic, okay? I was talking to one of my sister girls today, and we basically had a little bit of a dialogue, okay? Because y'all know me and my girls, like, yeah, we chop it up. Like, I chop it up with my girls. I'm going to say that. They may not necessarily share everything or share some things, but me, I have an open dialogue about certain things. Not a specific person, but experiences that I may have had, right? So first of all, before we begin, I need y'all to go on ahead and get the little ones up out of the room, because this is not a childlike topic. None of my topics ever are, okay? So I'm gonna give y'all a minute. I'm gonna sip from this cup of destruction while y'all go on ahead and get them kids up out of the room, okay? All right, so today's topic is going to be about, girl, how come when I'm pouncing on my man, I don't feel nothing? Girl, y'all not gonna worry me. Y'all not gonna worry me. Y'all not gonna worry me, okay? Now, first of all, y'all need to understand that sometimes these are not issues that plague our men. Sometimes this has absolutely nothing to do with your man, okay? Some of y'all can have a man with as long as I-10, baby, you still not gonna get off, because a lot of times y'all don't know y'all girl. And when you don't know where everything at in the sweet shop, honey, sometimes you putting in the wrong ingredients, if you know what I mean. You just sitting up on this man and you mad with this man because you don't even know your own body. So, as I told y'all, I never consider myself as an expert. What I do is, you know, in my past, I've had the pleasure of working in an adult toy shop, right? So we supplied everything for adult pleasure. So the gift that I had to my customers was I was able to have those thought-provoking conversations. I ask questions. As long as you're honest and as long as you know you and you know how to get to the bottom of these answers, guess what? You can find whatever it is that you want to find on your body. And that's all that I'm here for. I am not here to promote anything, anybody, not myself, not yourself. The thing is, these are thought-provoking topics. For couples who have had issues in the bedroom, or let's say your bedroom is lacking or struggling, ladies, this is why we are here, so that we can learn to turn it up, okay? So let's go on ahead and get started with my first questions. As y'all know, of course, I brought my notes because I always come prepared for y'all, because at the end of the day, I really do take this seriously, ladies, because I don't play, okay? At my age, girl, I'm just a little too old to be having bad sex, and some of you all are as well. And for my younger ladies, or my ladies who haven't even been sexually active yet, I am here to stop you from having to go through the struggle, sis, okay? Niecey poo. So listen to your auntie, baby, and I'm gonna go on ahead and help you through, okay? The first question that I want to ask you is, do you feel any intravaginal stimulation? Ta-da! That's your first problem right there, okay? What some women need to understand is some females do not have intravaginal stimulation. I don't care what nobody say. I'm just telling you, after working in an adult store, I've had several women tell me this, right? No matter what their sexual orientation or preference was, sometimes they just don't have it. So what you need to do is focus on your sweet spot. Where is your sweet spot? For most women, if it's not intravaginal, it's usually on the clitoral area, right? So if you stimulate your clitoris, usually magic will happen. And if that's not your area, whatever area causes you, your erogenous zone, that will cause you to get off, that's what you need to show to your partner. As I have said before, a lot of y'all think that it's the man, and it have absolutely nothing to do with the man, because at the end of the day, he can punch for days, but sweetheart, what he punching for if the punching bag is dead? Okay, and that is okay. Like I said, we're all made differently, our bodies are all different, but the thing is, you do need to learn to show your man where your spots are, and no one can know that other than you. So you need to figure that out, what actually makes you climax, which brings me to my next question, right? Has anyone ever made you climax intravaginally? If so, how and what did he do? Now, I'm not trying to take y'all a trip down memory lane. I'm not trying to tell you to call Tyrone. I'm not telling you to call Sweet Lips. I'm not telling you to do that. What I'm telling you is to think back on the experience and ask yourself what was different about that situation than this situation. Okay, now, the next thing that it's going to bring me into is my next thought-provoking topic. Do you even like this little dude, girl? Like, do you like him? Like, do you have sexual chemistry with him? And if not, okay, some people choose to go for other characteristics and they like to build their sexual chemistry. If I were to go back over my life, I would tell women to, especially if sex is important to you, to put that closer to the top of your list, right? Because a woman's body responds to whatever it is that you do to it. Meaning, all of your juice, all of the drip, all of the oil, all of the action, all of the liquids, okay? Those are usually stimulated by certain things. If you're working super hard to stay focused in order to produce those, fireworks, sweetheart, chances are you and your man don't have that sort of sexual chemistry, which makes things a little bit harder. Which will also explain, like, you probably masturbate a lot. And that's going to bring me to my next question. Do you masturbate? And if so, how often? Now, and we've all been guilty of this, right? I do believe in self-pleasure, right? We've all been grown before, like y'all little young children. Y'all may not know nothing about this right here, but when grown folks get grown and you have kids and you have bills and you have jobs and careers, and sometimes your significant other works at this time and you work at another time, y'all may not necessarily have time for action. So you may think that you're going to self-pleasure yourself. However, if they come and slide through that thing and you done already took care of that thing, right? You've already pretty much used the best of your energy. We'll call it energy because we're here on YouTube. Okay, babes? You pretty much use the best of your energy, like, to self-pleasure. So now your man is expected to catch up to you, and for him, this may be his first touch. And if anyone knows anything about self-pleasure or even being with someone, we all know that that first climax, baby, that's usually the one. Okay, that's the one that gets us right. It takes us there. It's usually the creme de la creme. It's no getting no higher. Okay, number 2 and number 3, those are like the icing on top, and they're good, but they're never like number 1. Right? So for you ladies, if you are self-pleasuring and you're putting everything that you have and taking everything into your first sessions, because I know some women who masturbate multiple times, back to back. They just dropping bars back to back, okay? And that's okay, but the thing is, you do have to understand that your man cannot outrun your hand. Your hand is almost as lethal as a toy. So if you're trying to allow your man to get you off, I don't know if you all need to communicate more what that schedule is going to be looking like as far as when you all will connect, or maybe you need to stop self-pleasuring as much as I hate to say that to you. But sister girl, that may be your thing. Okay, you may need to dial it back a little bit. You might be doing too much, and you might be being a little bit too nasty by yourself, and you need to be a little bit more nasty with your man. And maybe that's why you're not feeling shit, because you wearing it out, and you can't wear it out. You cannot. Okay. And so the next question I wanted to ask was, do you use toys? Okay. Now ladies, I know that all of y'all went out to buy this rose, and I know that y'all are all watching like these little things where they're telling you all to buy all of these toys. And I don't have anything against toys, right? My issue that I have with toys is you don't want toys to get to a place that it replaces your man. Now, if you're a couple and like y'all have lives that take y'all away, I'm all for the toys. I'd rather you get a toy than a cheap. Okay, and then y'all know me, I'm all for the turn up, so I say like pleasure yourself on FaceTime with Bae if Bae is away. Whatever you gotta do to stay faithful, girl, I say go on ahead and do that. I mean, as long as that's within the boundaries of your relationship, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that, right? But my thing is, you do need to have toys at, on an as needed basis. Now, what a lot of women think is, even if a man had this python, or he could, chop it up all night, if you have already exhausted everything and taken all of the sensitivity out of your clitoral area, my girl, you done effed it up for the night, girl. Like you gotta like refill. And so, like I said, we've all been there before, I remember I've had a situation like that before where I didn't know I was going to get no action, right? Because the schedules just didn't intertwine, and last minute, it's like, oh, I didn't realize this was going on. And yes, that does require you to put more in, because at the end of the day, this man is starting from scratch and you're starting from a finish line that you've already reached, okay? So now, tonight, ladies, I want you all to go and talk to your man, okay? First of all, I need you all to figure out, like, within yourself, do you have intervaginal pleasure? If it's a toy that actually got you off, I need you to introduce your toy to Bae. Bae, this is toy. Toy, this is Bae. Okay? That's what we're gonna start with tonight. Okay, now if you know that you're a girl, that you're stimulated more clitoral, and your man is killing himself going to Pound Town, I need you to tell him. Or even if you're not a girl who uses a toy and maybe everything is on the outside and you know that, I think you need to let your man know, like, sweetheart, while you're doing this, I also need you to do this. And you need to place him in the places that you need him if you follow what I am saying. Okay, so the bottom line, all of this is going to pretty much teach you. Now, there is one other issue, ladies, that I need you all to take into consideration. Sometimes the reason you don't feel anything is because there is no action in the man. All right, so I think the proper terminology for that is erectile dysfunction. And sometimes, like, a man will try and hit you with a gummy worm. Okay, now that's a subject of another day, because let me just tell y'all something. I've been there before. and I am not equipped to have a conversation with a man to tell him like something is wrong, because I usually would like to be sensitive to a man in his area, because men usually attach their ego to their guy. But at the same time, we do owe it to ourselves to be honest. So I would say if you're in a committed relationship, girl, you're gonna need to tell him. You gonna need to tell him, like, babe, this ain't it. Like, you need to either get you one of them cute little pills or something, or you need to go to the doctor or something, Or like ladies, one thing that I do know, men who have ailments, something even as simple as like high blood pressure and they may be on meds for it, usually those things can impact a man's erection, and that may also play into a role of why you don't feel anything. And girl, I will more so tell you to just tell him he don't even need to take no medicine. Okay, now that's just how childish and trifling I am, because I'm just not about to sit here and lay here while you just like push ground. Don't say that, Angela. Don't say that. Okay, let me take a sip of my drink, y'all, because I was about to get ahead of myself. Okay, let me dial it back. Let me bring this back. Let me bring this back. Bottom line, ladies, you owe it to yourself to be honest with yourself and with your partner, to let them know like these are not things that like I'm just not feeling it. Okay, now some of you ladies, you all may need to take a trip down to your adult toy shop. Now I'm currently looking for a shop that will allow me to come in and video. Usually they'll tell you no video surveillance is allowed on the premises, of course, and that's to protect the privacy of the customers that are there that are shopping. However, I am trying to find a store that will allow me to come in and shop, because ladies, there are products that you can use to heighten the sensitivity. Right? You have clitoral stimulants that will actually make your clitoral area more tender. Okay, and like I said, if you all have had this work in the past, chances are it can work again. But the thing is, you need to figure out how can you get your man to get you to that area, to that space. Men, don't think that just because you were the MVP of the last chick that you were with, that you're going to be the MVP for this woman right here. We are all different. Our spots are all different. Our experiences are all different. So when it's all said and done, you cannot think that you have this cookie cut out a sex move and like it's just gonna, you know, one trip do for all. It don't go like that, my baby. It don't go like that, my love. It just don't. It don't. This woman here may need you to use certain language towards her. This other woman may be stimulated. Outer vaginally. You know, this woman, it may be intervaginally. Some women are stimulated by things of the anus, and that makes them come vaginally. Hey, listen, sis. Whatever you do, you know what you do. You know what you do, and you got to figure out what it is that you do. So like I said, I'm hoping that this have provided you all some sort of insight to have those thought-provoking conversations with your significant other, so that you can have the sexual experience that you want. Like I said, at my age, sweetheart, I'm just not doing it. I'm just not about to be having no bad sex. And I'm not saying that I'm above teaching, but what I'm saying is I'm not about to keep on repeating the same old thing. Sweetheart, it's either you catch on or you don't. Okay, and personally, I am a firm believer in before you need to bring in any sort of outside tools, utensils, props, or whatever. If I can't do it for you and you can't do it for me with nothing, because everything else should be a bonus. It should be a plus in addition to. So if you all have to start out all the way up here, sweetie, it's something that's just not right. I'm so sorry, and I don't know how to tell y'all in a nice way. I mean, if you're, like I said, if you all are in a relationship and this is one of the things that you struggle with, then you have to take the responsibility, because women, we know what we're feeling. And to my young ladies, like I said, if you all don't know, for my girls that are virgins, no, I wouldn't recommend you go sticking no dildo up in there, girl, okay? Because you don't want that to be your first. You want, if you done waited all this time, girl, let your man do it, okay? Let the man have the gift of unwrapping, you know, the first time. But what I'm saying is, you know, you should know what gets you off at this point. You need to be finding your pressure points so that you can go on ahead and know your first time around, like, okay, this is how I'm stimulated. Okay, so that's all I have for you girls. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all give me any feedback that y'all have on these videos. If y'all have any topics, you all are welcome to follow me on any of my social media platforms. Miss Angie 504. I am on Instagram, I am on TikTok, and I am also here on YouTube. So you girls, I will holler at y'all the next time. The next topic, I will be teaching you all how to become a throat goat. Now, this one I'm actually gonna like introduce you all to some products, because it you know, you may need a little bit of extra help. Okay, that was actually going to be the topic of this week, but my girl chose this one. So like I said, this one is a little bit more subdued. Okay, I'm not telling you all to bring anything in. You all may need to bring something in. You all may need to take something out. You need to do what's going to work best for you, my love. Okay, but at the end of the day, I need y'all to get y'all red cup. Don't forget to watch the other tutorials. Set the tone, set the mood. Make sure your playlist is right. Make sure you smell nice. Make sure that every time you lay down that you enjoy what it is that you are doing. This is your sister girl, Miss Angie 504. I am here to empower my girls so that we can all have a good time. Like I said, a woman who have good sex is a very powerful woman. Okay, that is a very fulfilled woman, and that is a woman who often smiles. Okay, so I'll talk to y'all girls next time. I love y'all. Bye.